35 years of opening engines, and the single most consistent finding that surprises people is how many engine failures trace back not to the oil, but to the filter. Most guys spend $25 to $30 on a quality full synthetic and then buy a $3 oil filter from the discount bin without thinking about it. What they don't know is that the filter is the component doing the continuous physical work of keeping combustion particles, metal shavings, and sludge out of the oil that circulates through their bearings and cam lobes. A cheap filter that bypasses early, holds inadequate capacity, or collapses under pressure puts abrasive particles right back into the oil stream and sends them directly to the surfaces that matter most. I'm going to tell you the 4 oil filter failures that are quietly damaging engines every day, what each one does to your engine, and which filters are worth the extra $3 you've been skipping. The first failure is early bypass. Every oil filter has a bypass valve built in, a pressure relief valve designed to open and allow unfiltered oil to flow when the filter is too clogged to pass adequate volume. This bypass exists as a safety feature. Starving the engine of oil is worse than circulating partially filtered oil. In a quality filter, the bypass valve opens at 30 to 50 pounds per square inch of differential pressure and is calibrated to stay closed during normal operation across a wide range of temperature and viscosity conditions. In cheap, low-quality filters, the bypass valve spring is weaker and the valve opens at lower pressure, sometimes as low as 15 to 20 pounds per square inch. What this means in practice: on a cold startup with thick, cold oil at high pump pressure, the bypass valve in a cheap filter opens almost immediately and routes the first several seconds of cold start oil, already carrying the highest concentration of contaminants from the shutdown period, directly to your engine without filtering. Cold start is already the highest wear period in any engine's operation. A cheap filter that bypasses during cold start makes it significantly worse. The fix is simple. Buy a filter with a documented bypass pressure specification in the 40 to 50 psi range. Wix and Purolator are the 2 brands I trust here. Their bypass valve specifications are published and accurate. The second failure is filter media collapse. The media inside a quality oil filter is pleated paper or synthetic fiber reinforced with a steel or resin backing to maintain structural integrity under sustained oil pressure. In cheap filters, that backing is minimized or eliminated to reduce manufacturing cost. Under sustained high oil pressure, which happens during heavy towing, high RPM operation, and in turbocharged engines, the unsupported filter media can physically collapse inward, reducing the effective filtering surface area and creating flow restrictions that starve oil passages. A collapsed filter at full towing load in summer heat is the exact wrong time to have restricted oil flow to your turbocharger bearings or your main bearings. I've cut open cheap filters at oil changes and found collapsed media. The oil in the engine at the time was a quality full synthetic. The filter was the failure. Use Wix or Purolator. They publish their media burst pressure ratings and their synthetic media filters. Wix XP and Purolator Boss are reinforced specifically for high-pressure, high-temperature operation. The third failure is anti-drainback valve failure. The anti-drainback valve is a rubber flap inside the filter that prevents oil from draining out of the filter and back down into the pan during engine off periods. When this valve works correctly, the filter stays full of oil during shutdown. When you start the engine, oil pressure is available at the filter immediately. No wait time for the filter to fill. When the anti-drainback valve in a cheap filter fails, and it fails through rubber degradation, seal deformation, or simple poor manufacturing tolerance, the filter drains during the shutdown period. On cold startup, the oil pump must first fill the empty filter before it can deliver oil to the engine's bearings and cam lobes. That filling process takes precious seconds during which your engine is running with inadequate oil pressure. In a turbocharged engine, those seconds of inadequate pressure to the turbo bearing are when the damage happens. The anti-drainback valve in quality filters uses a specific rubber compound rated for the temperature extremes the filter experiences, hot shutdown temperatures that can exceed 250 degrees Fahrenheit in the filter housing. Cheap filters use cheaper rubber that deforms and loses sealing capacity. The brands I trust for anti-drainback reliability, Wix, Purolator, and for GM Dexo spec applications, AC Delco. The fourth failure is inadequate filtration Micron rating. Filter efficiency is measured by the Micron rating of particles the media catches at a specified efficiency percentage. A quality filter rated at 20 microns at 95% efficiency means it captures 95% of particles 20 microns or larger. A cheap filter with loose media may nominally claim a similar rating, but performs significantly worse in independent ISO standardized filtration efficiency testing. The particles that matter most for engine wear are in the 7 to 20 micron range, small enough to pass between bearing surfaces and cause abrasive wear, large enough to be catchable by quality media. Metal-on-metal wear in bearings, cam lobes, and cylinder walls generates particles in exactly this size range. A filter that claims 20 microns but actually passes 60 or 70% of particles in that range at system pressure is sending abrasive metal particles back into the oil stream continuously. The damage is cumulative and invisible until the bearing or cam lobe fails. Premium filter lines, Wix XP and Purolator Boss, use synthetic glass fiber media with documented ISO 4548-12 efficiency ratings. These are the numbers that matter. Let me give you the specific filter recommendations. For most American truck applications, F-150, Silverado, Ram, Wix is my first recommendation. The Wix 57060 covers the 5.0 Coyote F-150. The Wix 57046 covers the Silverado 5.3 LS and related GM V8 applications. The Wix 57356 covers common Ram Hemi applications. At $5 to $8 per filter at AutoZone or O'Reilly's, Wix is $3 to $5 more than the discount bin filters and $3 to $5 less than the Mobil 1 or Bosch premium filters. For the money, Wix is the sweet spot of documented performance and accessible pricing. Purolator Boss is my runner-up. Their synthetic media is excellent, and their bypass and anti-drainback specs are published. AC Delco for GM applications, Motorcraft for Ford applications, both OEM filters meet the specification the engine was engineered for. What I'd tell you to avoid: house brand discount filters from general merchandise stores that are not automotive-specific brands. Any oil filter without a published bypass pressure specification, and filters that don't list a documented Micron rating with an efficiency percentage. Price alone is not your guide. Fram Ultra Synthetic and Bosch Premium are both higher-priced filters that perform well in independent testing. But if a filter costs $3.50 and the brand has no published technical specifications, that filter is not protecting your engine. The math on this is simple. A quality Wix filter costs $7. A discount filter costs $3. The difference is $4 per oil change. 3 changes a year is $12. Your engine costs thousands of dollars to replace. Spend the $12. I've linked my recommended filters, Wix, Purolator Boss, and AC Delco, with the specific part numbers for common F-150, Silverado, and Ram applications in the description below. Next time I'm putting Royal Purple up against Pennzoil Ultra Platinum in a full showdown, 2 premium oils with completely different approaches to synthetic chemistry, and telling you which one is actually worth the premium price. Take care of your engine. It's the only one you've got. I'll see you next time.